Hi everyone, this is Coach Graber. This video is over grounding yourself and coping skills around grounding. So a lot of times when we're struggling with big emotions, we get caught up in reliving something in the past or worrying about something that happens in the future. Instead of thinking about the present and living in the moment, we're thinking about what happened before or what could happen in the future. So a helpful way to calm yourself is to focus on right here, right now, living in the moment, instead of worrying about those things you can't control, either the past or the future. A coping technique that can be very helpful for calming yourself in this case is called grounding. Grounding is all about focusing yourself on the present moment, focusing on what you're physically feeling and experiencing, allowing you to get outside of your mind and outside those thoughts that are trapping you. So when you're grounding yourself, you're deliberately focusing on your 5 senses and your physical surroundings, choosing to deliberately ignore those mental thoughts that are bouncing around in your brain. One strategy for grounding is called 5-4-3-2-1 grounding. So you're going to look at each of your senses, focus on each of your senses one at a time. So first thing you'll do, this is the 5. You'll look for 5 things you can see. Focus on these 5 items one at a time, as if you're seeing them for the first time. Then you'll notice 4 things you can feel. Imagine you've never felt them before. What do they feel like? What do you notice? Focus on 4 different things you can feel. It could be things, under your feet. It could be something on your body. It could be something that you're touching with your hands. But focus on 4 things you can feel. Next is 3. Listen for 3 sounds. Try to focus on sounds you don't usually notice. A clock ticking or the hum of the refrigerator. Then notice 2 things that you smell. Sometimes this one's a hard one. Maybe you can only smell one thing, but maybe think of a scent from earlier. Try and focus on 2 things that you can smell. And then the last sense is focus on 1 thing that you can taste. If you don't have a taste at the current moment, try and recall a taste from earlier in the day. But spend time to focus on each of those 5 senses. And that could pull you away from all that mental focus on the negative thoughts or whatever's bouncing around your brain. An alternate strategy to grounding would be to find a small object and direct your full attention to it. Think about like a little rock or something you can fit in the palm of your hand. Now imagine that you've never seen this before and you're holding it for the first time in your life. Notice how it feels, what it looks like. Observe bumps and curves and edges and smooth sides to this object. It can actually be helpful if you carry this small object around with you so that you can start to attach these mental patterns to this object. You can pull it out of your pocket and just start automatically thinking about grounding yourself in the present instead of focusing on those mental traps. In time, if you're doing this over time, even just taking the object out of your pocket can help ground you. An alternate strategy, this is a little different because instead of focusing on your physical senses, you're actually pulling yourself into a mental image. But a different calming technique would be to visualize yourself somewhere that you find very relaxing and enjoyable. This can also help your brain relax as if you were there. Think of a favorite place to go, either on vacation or just somewhere you go to get out of the house. Try to imagine, again, all of your senses interacting with this place that you're visualizing. Think about what it looks like, what it smells like, what it sounds like, what it feels like. Try to mentally imagine yourself in that place as realistically as possible. Imagine how it feels to be there. This can help you to get outside of, again, those negative thoughts that are bouncing around your brain and to focus on some place that's really calming to you. I hope these strategies are helpful for you. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. I'm here to help. Have a great day.